partner at Ernst & Young, accompanied by Ms. Anoji De Silva, the chairperson of the Examinations Committee, Mr. Chamara Aberatna, the alternate chairperson of the Examinations Committee, and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer of CA Sri Lanka, and all the council and committee members. Ladies and gentlemen, as our dignitaries have now arrived into the auditorium, it's time for the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. Keeping in line with the Sri Lankan tradition, we are pleased to invite the following dignitaries to light the oil lamp. To do the honors, may we now invite Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the President of CA Sri Lanka, and the keynote speaker for the event, Mr. Rajit Pereira, partner at Ernst & Young, accompanied by Ms. Anoji De Silva, the chairperson of the Examinations Committee, Mr. Chamara Aberatna, the alternate chairperson of the Examinations Committee, Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer of CA Sri Lanka, Mr. Tivanka Jaisingha, Council Member at CA Sri Lanka, and Mr. Saman Srilal, Council Member at CA Sri Lanka. We also have Ms. Chamila Kure, Council Member at CA Sri Lanka, Mr. Asiri Gunasekara, Partner at Ernst & Young, Mr. Tilina Ranavira, Associate Director of BDO Partners. Finally, on behalf of all the award winners of today, I would like to invite an award-winning student to the lighting of the oil lamp. Thank you to our dignitaries for commencing the awards ceremony on an auspicious note. Ladies and gentlemen, let me kindly request you to remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you, everyone. You may please take your seats now. And that beautiful cultural dance performance was brought to you by the talented students of the sub-campus of CA Sri Lanka. Let us give them a big round of applause for their wonderful performance for the event. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka is the premier national professional accounting body in the country, renowned for producing future-ready and globally sought-after chartered accountants. CA Sri Lanka members not only lead business in Sri Lanka, but also enjoy the exceptional reputation worldwide, providing leadership to organizations across multiple industries in over 50 countries. As part of our dedication to fostering the next generation of accountants who aspire to achieve excellence in the prestigious CA qualification, we launched the CA Sri Lanka Annual Prize Winners Awards ceremony under the theme, The Apex of Aspirations. Last year was the inaugural award ceremony, and this will continue to be an annual event in the CA Sri Lanka calendar. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to commence the proceedings for this event. For this, may I invite Ms. Anoji De Silva on stage. Ms. De Silva is a member of the Governing Council of CA Sri Lanka and also chairs the examinations committee of the institute. She is also a partner at Ernst & Young. To do the honors of the welcome address and officially commence the proceedings of the CA Sri Lanka Annual Prize Winners Awards Ceremony 2024, I cordially invite Ms. Anoji De Silva on stage.
Good evening, everyone. First, let me thank, our beautiful dancers who are students of ours. And I think the best thing is to be able to show that accountants are just more than number crunchers, that we are also very multi-talented and have a lot more talents than just our core skill of accounting. So thank you very much for very willingly coming today to do that beautiful performance for us. So our chief guest today, Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, President of CA Sri Lanka and also President of South Asian Federation of Accountants. Our keynote speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira, Partner Ernst & Young. My alternate chairman, Mr. Chamarabe Ratna, and my fellow council members, Mr. Saman Srilal, Mr. Tivanka Jayasinghe, Ms. Shamila Kure, and also our CEO, Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, Director Examinations, Mr. Suresh Ranasinghe, and Consultant Examination, Mr. Lalit Mendis, our learning partners, training partners, and sponsors of Stage to warmly welcome all of you to the award ceremony today, which we are very proud to host because it celebrates the talents of all our up-and-coming future professional accountants. So let me start by congratulating all of you for this achievement. It's not an easy achievement because, as all of you know, Chartered is not considered an easy exam, but it's also an exam that ends up with you being able to do your job properly. And also, it's an exam that will carry you through the rest of your life because of the skill set that you get, which is a very strong skill set with the way we have designed the exam, not only with knowledge, but also with knowledge and the required training, because what we are training you to be is not academic. What you are training you to be a professional accountant, which also requires you to have the ability to use that skill effectively and to make a difference in the organization that you serve. So while congratulating all of you, I would also like all of you to remember that being a prize winner to me is a responsibility. Because what you have done now is you've elevated yourself from just a student to a future leader and also future role model for other students. Because other students are going to look at you. They are going to take you as an example of someone to be. So to me, that's a responsibility. It requires you to practice the right skills and also to ensure that you live up to that responsibility that you're fortunate enough to have, because not everyone gets a chance to be a prize winner also. So I'm sure we are going to hear some very insightful comments from both our president and also our keynote speaker, and I would urge you to listen and to take those into heart, because all of us have learned from other people. So one of the things that you need to also know is that your knowledge doesn't come just from books. It comes from a wider source of things, and one of the things is listening to other people who've been there and done that and who are willing to share their experience with you, because that is something that you can't put a price on. That's something additional you get in addition to the knowledge that you're given from your books. So I always say to the young professionals that I meet, I share with them something that I practice, uh, which I call the principles of ask. And ASK, so what I think of them is attitude, skill, knowledge. Very simple logic, easy to remember because I generally like to simplify things. So what I always believe is knowledge is your base, and you have to keep your knowledge relevant and current, because there is no excuse if you don't have the right knowledge. That doesn't get you very far. So that's something that you have to do, and that knowledge comes, like I said, from your books, from listening to other people, from interacting with other people. It comes from what you read, what you study, and also what you experience. So all that is the knowledge and the foundation that you have to work. So the stronger your foundation, the better you are at. And then what makes you a better accountant than others is the next two steps, because that is the differentiator. Knowledge is something a lot of people get, and I would say 80%, 90% of you will be very good at that layer, very good at getting the right knowledge. But it's that other 20% that makes a big difference, your skill and your attitude. So your skill is how you take your knowledge and how you practically use it. So that's why we encourage you to, when you're in training organizations, to make sure that you use your knowledge and see how it practically works. Because the cash book we study is no longer in any company. But you have so many different cash books. And if you don't have that knowledge that there are so many different, and if you don't really have the skill to use that knowledge, you're not going to be able to be a good accountant. So anytime that you get the opportunity to use your knowledge and practice your skills, do that. And skills come in, at the moment there are a couple of areas that which skills you have to focus on. First is your communication skill, because you can be the most knowledgeable, but unless you are able to simply explain something to somebody else. So I always tell my staff, go and talk to people when you go to audit. Talk to people who are not accountants. Explain to them why the questions you're asking are important. Go and explain to a stores guy why you want to know about how the store is properly maintained, why you want to know about how, and what is the importance of him maintaining the documents. Because what you do then is you practice your knowledge and you develop the skill of communicating it to people who are not really accountants. So that's a skill that you really need. The second one is your technology skills, because technology is moving fast and things are moving, so you can't say I don't know how to use Excel, I don't know how to do Power BI. Those are things that are given. So you need to, and CA, if you see, offers all these things. And communication also, we have a very good, for students, we have a very good, what is that called? To practice, the public presentation, Gravel Club. The Gravel Club, we have the Gravel Club, which is not made use of, because that teaches you public presentation. So please participate, because there's a lot of free stuff that is given to you which you don't make use of. And the other skill is networking. So those three skills are three skills which are mandatory if you're managing yourself and you want to build yourself as a proper accountant. And the last is your attitude. You have to have the right attitude. I always tell my staff, you can be the most brilliant, but if people don't like you, you don't get the opportunity. Even in organization, if people think you don't have the right attitude, you're not a team player, you're not helpful, they're not going to give you opportunities. So if you have the right attitude, that opens doors for you. It's beneficial to you. So remember that attitude also. When you are in a certain position, you must always, I think the best I always see is the can-do attitude. When you are a trainee, we were taught the best thing you have is have can-do attitude. Even if it is not you finished your job, you're sitting around, go and ask somebody, I don't have work now, is there something I can do? Because what you're doing is you're learning an area that you were not even assigned to. And you're also having a happy person who will next time be very willing to help you. So those are few of the very small thoughts that I would like to share with you today. I don't want to spend too much of time because I'm sure these two gentlemen have much better things to say than me. So congratulations again, and wish you all the best. So we look forward to seeing all of you being very powerful accountants and making CA very proud in future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anoji de Silva. The Council of CA Sri Lanka is led by Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the current president of CA Sri Lanka, who has graced us this afternoon as our chief guest. In addition to giving leadership at CA Sri Lanka, Mr. Kuruppu serves as the president of the South Asian Federation of Accountants, an apex body of SAARC, and holds the esteemed position of Group Finance Director at the David Pearis Group. And now it is my honor to invite Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the President of CA Sri Lanka and SAFA, to address the gathering.
Members of the council, I think Vice President will arrive in a while, CEO Lakmali, Committee Chair Anoji, Alternate Chairman Chamara, members of the committee, learning partners, training partners, staff and Director Suresh and Consultant Lalit, all the other parents, students. First of all, I would like to congratulate the bright and future leaders of our profession for this landmark achievement. I believe we have around 100 plus prize winners participating in this, the Apex of Aspiration ceremony, which we started last year and held for the second consecutive time. I'm sure all these parents must be proud of their sons and daughters' achievement like we do. CA is celebrating the 65th year this year, and today morning we had several religious activities followed by Pirit tomorrow night, and there are many other initiatives to showcase. One is to pay tribute to our leaders who brought this institution to the current level and showcase the world the impact CA Sri Lanka has made to the corporate sector, individuals as well as the economy at large. As you know, we have produced already 9,000 chartered accountants over the last 65 years. Out of that, around 30% as per our records reside overseas, including many other countries like Australia. So because we have 11 chapters set up in Australia, UK, Ireland, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain. Recently, we set up 2 chapters in New Zealand and Ireland, as I mentioned. So this reflects the acceptance and recognition for CA Sri Lanka qualification, not only locally, but globally. So you are stepping in, and I actually congratulate you for selecting this profession and achieving these milestones during your journey within this period of time. I think Anoji spoke of few areas that you need to focus on. I would like to add one more, that is volunteering and working and building network. Because this profession, why 65 years Sri Lanka has come to these levels, one key reason is, yes, there is staff and admin team taking leadership in admin matters, but one key aspect, if you study this profession, that you would see is voluntary services offered by many members. If you look at these first two rows, all these members are doing it voluntarily, sacrificing their office time. We have around 400 members working in different committees, contributing whatever way possible for the growth of institute and future generation. And if you take council members, at least a week they must allocate minimum 12 hours as per rough estimate. So minimum 12 hours a week means if you take a working day, it's 1.5 working days a week. And they are working for other organizations, and while working they do it. That is the reason being their passion for the profession, passion for the future generation. So I'm sure you would appreciate, and my request from all of you is join the societies, associations. We have CASS, Chartered Accountant Student Society. Come and join. What finally matters is, yes, education, qualification, prices, important. But when you go out and join corporate world, as Anojji highlighted, knowledge and education is only one component. But what differentiates you from someone else is your attitude. Mostly it's attitude. So how you shape your attitude is through this early stage career building, networking, teamwork. So that is why I requested you all to join these initiatives. It could be Chartered Accountant Student Society, or it could be Gravel Club, or any other organization. And then we could see some of the performance today. They are also like you, but through this molding, they have come out, and we see many victories coming from even SAB campus because they are showing their true talent with these opportunities given. There is this discussion at the moment about one is whether CA is difficult exam to pass. The second one is whether accountants are going to have a future. I'll address the first one, whether CA is a difficult exam to pass. I don't think it is applicable to you because you have not only passed, you have won prizes. So I don't think you find it as a difficult exam. But this message is there outside whether it's a difficult exam. I must say that there is no free lunch, and there is no gain without the pain. In Sinhala, අපි කියනවා මොකද්ද? මහන්සි වෙන්න ඕන කාලේ හාන්සි වුණොත්, හාන්සි වෙන්න ඕන කාලේ මහන්සි වෙන්න වෙනවා. So that's the same thing for any profession, anyone, it's applicable. If we put our mind time, if we put our effort, time, energy, during the time that it is required, that is what it matters. I don't think there is anything called difficult. It's relative, and it depends on how you take it. My message is not to you, but your friends, those who are taking this message outside. You have to educate them how you won this prize. I don't know whether any of you have got island ranks, because sometimes what we see is when you pass out from this, when you take this qualification, and then when you listen to some of those achievements, they have not even had good 3A passes, but they have done the exam after coming into this process. So education, whether you are clever, whether you are bright, is a relative matter. At one particular time you might be bright, but in another exam there will be someone else who is bright. So it is a relative matter. What matters is whether we have that energy, passion, and perseverance to achieve our goals. The second point is whether accountants are going to lose their jobs. With this AI, there is this topic always. It's more than, I think, accountants. Now lecturers are having a challenge, and educators are going to have a challenge. Those days, the difficult part was answering a question. Actually, lecturers and educators, the difficult part for the student was answering a question. Now the difficult part is asking a question, because you go to a AI engine and getting that prompt rightly is the difficult part. So in that context, how do we do education? How do we take these evaluations forward? Is a deliberation happening at this moment. So that is why I think we are trying to launch our new syllabus incorporating some of these changes happening worldwide. We have done benchmarking with many other international institutions. Most likely within first quarter of next year, we'll be able to launch our syllabus, which incorporates many of the new changes that are happening. So coming back to my point, whether accountants are going to lose their jobs due to AI, yes, there is part of jobs that we do, we are going to lose. If someone is in the reporting, if someone is doing day-to-day routine work, that part already has been taken over by machines. Robotic process automation was there for some time, and now with AI, there is reporting and interpretation also, part of that going to be taken over. But there are many other areas that are opening up for accountants, especially when it comes to some of these areas relating to AI. Its technical part is done by engineers, but interpretation and working with the machine is done by accountants. So there are many new avenues opening up. That's why we are talking about data analytics and interpretation related areas. And sustainability is another topic commonly discussed and owned by accountants, in addition to cyber security and many other avenues opening up with the changes happening in the world. So I don't think accounting is going to die. Only part of accounting will have a replacement with these machines, because this discussion, if you go back and think, search in 1960s and 1950s, the same discussion had been there when computers and desktops were introduced. With the automation, with the technology advancements, whether people like accountants would lose their jobs. But what has happened really is we have increased the job scope, and still there is so much of demand. So countrywide also, I'm sure we are going to have much bigger demand. I'm putting this seed in your mind because Anoji spoke of knowledge, skill, and attitude, and we need more entrepreneurs. I'm sure in years to come, we will be a destination for finance, accounting, outsourcing, and KPO, BPO industry, because our country is trying to grow that industry. Currently, we generate around $1.3 billion a year, and out of that, around 400 million coming from finance, accounting, outsourcing industry, by 80 companies, around 32 employees working. So why don't we start looking into this area? Because the aim of our national bodies is to bring that revenue to $5 billion in another 5 years' time. So 5 billion is fourfold increase, and fourfold increase requires similar amount increase in our labor force or resources. So there are opportunities that are going to come, and those opportunities are to generate foreign revenue. So I'm putting this seed in your mind, because when you come out, when you become members, see how you cater to that finance, account, outsource industry and become an entrepreneur and open a business, catering to the world demand and generate foreign revenue. So with that note, and future is bright, and you all are the future of our profession, and I would like to congratulate examination committee and the team behind this for organizing this initiative, and wish all of you a brighter future, and looking forward to see all you as members within next 2 to 3 years' time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Heshanakurupu. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for us to recognize the achievements of our students. It is my pleasure to invite the following dignitaries to award the Business Level 1 and 2 Prize Awards on stage. Mr. Chamara Aberatna, the alternate chairperson of the Examinations Committee. Mr. Saman Srilal, council member at CA Sri Lanka. Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer of CA Sri Lanka. I also invite the prize winners to come on stage to collect their certificates and awards as their names are called. Subject prize for BL1 Financial Accounting, September 2023. Sponsored by Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. PKKD Tarushika. Subject prize for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, September 2023. H. Katriarachchi. Subject prize for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, September 2023. W.P.K. Fernando. Subject prize for BL3 Business Law, September 2023. N.R.N.A. Gunawardana. Subject prize for BL3 Business Law, September 2023. M.A. Samudaya. Subject prize for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, September 2023. H. Katriarachchi. Subject prize for BL1 Financial Accounting, December 2023, sponsored by Nihal Hettiarachchi and Company. KGH De Silva. Subject prize for BL3 Business Law, December 2023. J.C.I. Pereira. Subject prize for BL3 Business Law, December 2023. S. Kavitharani. Subject prize for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, December 2023. M.H. Dulakshi. much, Mr. Samal Srilal. You may return to your seat. I kindly request Mr. Chamara Beratna and Ms. Lakmani Priyangika to please remain on stage. And now I cordially invite Mr. Tivanka Jaisingha, Partner, Audit and Assurance Leader for Deloitte Sri Lanka and Maldives, and Council Member of CA Sri Lanka to join the stage to award the certificates to the prize winners. I also invite the prize winners to come on stage to collect their certificates and awards as their names are called. Subject prize for BL7 Business Taxation September 2023 MGT Deshan. Subject prize for BL7 Business Taxation September 2023 A. Indika. Subject prize for BL8 Digital Business Strategy September 2023 KWWMYS Vakadapala. Subject prize for BL5 Audit, Business Processes and Digitalization December 2023, sponsored by Deloitte, MDTH Piris. Subject prize for BL5 Audit, Business Processes and Digitalization December 2023, sponsored by Deloitte, L.I.K. Pereira. Subject prize for BL6 Management Accounting December 2023 K. Sanjay. Subject prize for BL6 Management Accounting December 2023 PART Palihavadana. Subject prize for BL7 Business Taxation December 2023 ASD Deshanjana. Subject prize for BL7 Business Taxation December 2023 RBGSD Navodani. K. Shanjay. Thank you very much, Mr. Tivankachai Singha. You may please take your seat. I kindly request Mr. Chamara Abhiratna and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika to remain on stage. And now I invite Ms. Chamila Kure, Council Member of CA Sri Lanka, to join the stage to award the certificates to the prize winners. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Business Level 1, Subject Prize for BL1 Financial Accounting, April 2024. R.A. Bahar. Subject Prize for BL3 Business Law, April 2024, K.B.S. Kularatna. Subject Prize for BL1 Financial Accounting, June 2024, A.N.F.N. Hara. Subject Prize for BL1 Financial Accounting, July 2024, F.F. Nisma. Subject Prize for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, August 2024, K.G.A. Umedya. Subject Prize for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, September 2024, S.U. Senaviratna. Subject Prize for BL6 Management Accounting, February 2024, M.N.P. Fernando. Subject Prize for BL7 Business Taxation, March 2024, M.A. Samudaya. Subject Prize for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, March 2024, H.H. Katriarachi.
Subject prize for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, May 2024, TFF Samra. Subject prize for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, September 2024, KAHG Kodikara. Thank you, Ms. Chamila Kure and Mr. Chamara Aberatna. You may please take your seats. I kindly request Ms. Lakmali Priyangika to remain on stage. And now I cordially invite Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the President of CA Sri Lanka and SAFA, and Ms. Anoji De Silva, Chairperson of the Examinations Committee, to join the stage to award the certificates to the prize winners. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Best Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, January to March 2024, R.S. Serasingha. Performer for BL3 Business Law, January to March 2024, H.A.D.K. Veerasingha. BL4 Business Environment and Economics, January to March 2024, WPSD Veerasingha. Financial Accounting, April to June 2024, R.A. Bahar. For BL1 Financial Accounting, April to June 2024, A.N.F.N. Hara. Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, April to June 2024, KDH Sankalpana. and Statistics, April to June 2024, JNPL Piris. Best Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, April to June 2024, MGAP Kulatunga. Best Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, April to June 2024, PRAD Bandara. Best Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, April to June 2024, TSPK Pandita. Best Performer for BL3 Business Law, April to June 2024, KBS Kularatna. Best Performer for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, April to June 2024, H. Ramiz. Best Performer for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, April to June 2024, SJMDS Samrakon. Best Performer for BL4 Business Environment and Economics, April to June 2024, JKALD Gunavadana. Best Performer for BL1 Financial Accounting, July to September 2024, FF Nizma. Best Performer for BL2 Business Mathematics and Statistics, July to September 2024, S. U. Senaviratna.
Best Performer for BL3 Business Law, July to September 2024, JMBR Vikramasinghe. BL5 Audit Business Processes and Digitalization, January to March 2024, PKKD Tarushika. For BL6 Management Accounting, January to March 2024, MNP Fernando. Best Performer for BL7 Business Taxation, January to March 2024, MA Samudaya. Best Performer for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, January to March 2024, H. Katriarachi. Best Performer for BL5 Audit Business Processes and Digitalization, April to June 2024, SAG De Silva. Best Performer for BL6 Management Accounting, April to June 2024, RAA Chetia. Best Performer for BL7 Business Taxation, April to June 2024, AKMNM Basin. Performer for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, April to June 2024, TFF Samra. Best Performer for BL5 Audit Business Processes and Digitalization, July to September 2024, SRPMM Samaravardhana. Performer BL7 Business Taxation, July to September 2024, PAKWS Disanayaka. Best Performer for BL7 Business Taxation, July to September 2024, IRDK Bandara.
performer for BL8 Digital Business Strategy, July to September 2024, KAHG Kodikara. Thank you to all the dignitaries. You may now kindly take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker for the day, Mr. Rajit Pereira, is a partner at Ernst & Young Sri Lanka, where he leads the financial accounting advisory services and financial services risk management practice. With over 15 years of experience at the Ernst & Young Colombo office, he has established himself as a leader in the field. Mr. Pereira's expertise lies in accounting standards and financial services risk management. He heads Sri Lanka's largest quantitative financial services risk team and extends his expertise to Bhutan, Nepal, Maldives, and Thailand, working as a financial services risk management and accounting specialist. In these roles, he assists the financial services sector, including the central banks of the respective countries. He also has international experience with EY Singapore, where he specialized in the financial services sector, leading multiple IFRS 9 engagements for multinational banks, finance companies, and insurance firms. Currently, Mr. Pereira serves as a risk management consultant to the Asian Development Bank, helping maintain financial sector stability across Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives, and Bangladesh. Mr. Pereira is also the chairman of the Financial Reporting Standards Implementation and Interpretation Committee at CA Sri Lanka. He is also an active member of multiple committees at CA Sri Lanka, contributing significantly to the accounting profession. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira.
Thank you. President, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the Vice President, Mr. Tishan Subasingha, the Chairperson of the Examination Committee, Ms. Anoji De Silva, and Alternate Chairman, Mr. Chamara Aberatna, members of the Governing Council of CA Sri Lanka, CEO Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, Director Examinations Suresh Ranasinghe, and Consultant Examination Mr. Lalit Mendis, all the staff at CA Sri Lanka, and my dear fellow chartered accountants, and all the prize winners who are present here today, and the parents. It's a privilege for me to stand here to address you in celebrating your remarkable achievement of the respective examination success. And I must first of all congratulate all of you for that achievement. Well, in this part of the world, it's not necessarily an individual achievement. It becomes a family affair because we have quite a lot of support system that is coming from the families. Your parents, your loved ones, they have an important role that plays in this whole achievement of your examination success. So, well, while we celebrated this moment and we achieved the success, it's always good to understand that we should not be complacent, because this is not the end of your journey, it's just the start of your journey. There's a long way that lies ahead of you. Each and individual, I think, previous speakers, Ms. Anoji De Silva as well as Mr. Heshana Kuruppu insisted on the importance of certain fundamental skill sets that as a chartered accountant, as a student, you need to hold in order to ensure a successful career ahead of you. I think from my point of view, what I want to add, apart from taking the baton from them, it's important, I always believe, that you start developing your own brand. That is something that I always firmly believed. You need to have your own identity. You need to have your own brand, even within your respective organizations. That's always something that I tell my team members. I always encourage them that you should be known for some subject matter when someone remembers you. So meaning when someone calls you, they should realize that this person is an accounting expert. He's good in terms of tax. He's good in terms of auditing. He's good in terms of internal audit. He's good in terms of risk management. So that specialist knowledge, which I always believe the brand adds value to someone in their respective careers. You may be coming from different walks of life. You may be serving, you may be one day working for different organizations. It doesn't matter which organization that you represent. It's always important the brand that you develop in terms of your ability, in terms of your capability, the recognition naturally will allow you to be successful in your respective careers. And in doing that, it's not going to be very easy. I must tell that. I must admit to it. Why I'm saying it's not very easy, it's always given, it goes without saying that you need to anyway be a specialist in terms of your respective curriculums. So meaning you can't be a chartered accountant, you can't be a competent professional without understanding the basics of your curriculum. So I don't want to talk about it. It goes without saying. It's inevitable that you need to be a competent chartered accountant following your curriculum, knowing your subject matter. But apart from that, there are lots of other skills and capabilities that you need to acquire and learn, which generally not taught in your curriculum, not generally taught in your textbooks, not you will experience within an examination, which is your team building, team development, ability to work in a team skill, your coordination, understanding another person, ability to work under pressure, ability to communicate, which of course we discussed in our earlier distinguished speeches as well, is going to play an important role in molding your respective careers. Always understand we are not always right. That's one of the primary principles in my life. There are conversations that you need to win, and also there are conversations that we need to lose. It's not bad to lose. It's always good to lose a conversation if you know how to retaliate back and establish your position. So that's where the leadership comes into the picture, the maturity comes into the picture. Because we need to understand, all of us here in this room today, like our president envisioned, we want to see you as chartered accountants. So you will go into the profession, you will sit on both sides of the table. Some will become CFOs, some will become auditors, some will become risk managers. So you will one day get into a conversation in defending your respective organizations. So what it means is, at that moment, both parties sits on both sides of the table will try to convince their ability. So one of the important things that we need to master, which I feel sometimes we do lack in terms of our profession, ability to communicate very clearly, and also the ability to convince someone else who's engaged in a conversation. That's an important ability generally which is not taught in textbooks. Similarly, if you have the ability to work under pressure, it's not easy. You need to do multiple projects at the same time. Sometimes you used to work 36, 48 hours continuously. Well, then you might think, okay, why do I need to kill myself over it so much. I just want to be a chartered accountant, relax, do a 8 to 5 job. Then I need to be happy. So happiness and success are relative measures, like we discussed earlier. For you to do all of this, what I mentioned, you need to have that passion. If you don't have that passion, you probably will not drive your career to a success very easily. So the passion meaning the ability for you to embrace the career aspiration that you want to achieve. Like I said, it's a relative measure. One person might enjoy doing a relaxed 8 to 5 job. Similarly, another person might always want additional challenges, take more responsibility. So both people, in terms of the aspirations, are right. So it's always a relative measure. The success is a relative measure. So then the question is, for you to get to the career that you aspire, what is the passion that you need to have? How do you need to maintain? How do you need to continue developing yourself? So what I feel is sometimes when we sit for exams, long years back I had been a lecturer. I have lectured more than 10 years for almost all the professional curriculums. One thing I have realized, sometimes our students set their target to pass the exam. Right? So after the exam, 2-3 months later, if you ask a similar question, sometimes I used to meet my students who did foundation with me when they come to the next stage. When I meet them during breaks, I used to ask questions. So they will not remember. That is because you don't have the passion. You do it as a task, just to tick box. So one thing that I would urge, I don't know whether I will be able to convince you enough during this short speech. One thing that I would urge is, in terms of your career, always build a passion. So when you have the passion, morning to evening, right throughout, your subject matter, your ability to work, your capabilities, you will always focus on improving them on a day by day. And remember, you never compete with one another. That's one philosophy in my life. I always compete with myself. That will help you to understand, to give the due respect to your colleagues. That's why I said always, you're not always right. You need to start respecting your colleagues, peers. Start competing with your own self with the ambition that you want to see yourself better tomorrow than what you were yesterday. That is something that I firmly believe. So with this passion, right, all of these attributes what we discussed, I think our president's envision to see chartered accounts in the next 2 to 3 years, whoever who's sitting here today, is not going to be a bigger challenge. Because right now, the opportunities that you have is quite immense compared to what we had back in the day when we became chartered accountants, because there were very few career paths that we had. But right now, if you look at, you have the traditional, conventional auditor, accountant's role. You have corporate finance, you have treasury advisory, you have equity analytics, fixed income analytics, risk management. So various arrays of fields have now opened up, which enables you more potential to see what you are. So basically, to share frankly, I never wanted to be a chartered accountant. I never had that ambition in my life. When I was at your age, right after A-levels, what I wanted to do was to be in national service to fly for Sri Lanka Air Force. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I couldn't convince my parents. So at that time, I was not good at convincing. When I was at your age, I couldn't convince my parents why I need to do that. So whether it is rightly or wrongly, I ended up being a chartered accountant. But one thing that I did differently was, when I was in that process, I enjoyed and lived every moment in that process, which helped me to adapt very quickly to the environment which I am today. Of course, right now I don't have a cockpit in office. Would I have been a pilot, I would have had a cockpit. But I enjoy the same level of acrobat, the same level of adrenaline rush that I would have gained if I was a pilot. in my job on a daily basis. My job helps me to keep me on my toes. So that's the type of a job. So what I did was, well, I was not fortunate enough to pursue my dream, what I wanted to get, but I started loving what I'm doing. I think that's important. Adaptability, agility, being passionate about where you want to drive your career. I think that will help you to understand that we all come from different walks of life. We have different backgrounds, we have different experiences, but we need to learn how we need to respect each other and help, ensure, have empathy to bring your colleague also with you, help them to develop. I think that's where the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka have given you immense opportunities. I think with all the respective other professional bodies that we have in Sri Lanka, I firmly believe more opportunities to members, more opportunities to students have been provided by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka. You have lots of other activities, student societies, gravel clubs, which allows you to acquire all of those different skill sets that I just mentioned even before you get into a job. I think that's where you learn differently, understand people. So sometimes you might think, why do I need to waste my time in the student society? Or why do I need to take part in Gravels Club? I should go home and start studying, get ready for my exams. But like I said, there is a part that you need to acquire which is not in the study text, not taught generally in the classroom. So that's why you need to spend that time and acquire. So if, the President raised the important question at the beginning, he said, some believe that chartered examinations are difficult. Well, if the chartered examinations are difficult, you will not see me here in front of you today. Because I have thrice disproved the belief that if someone believes you can do it, you will surely achieve that. If chartered accounting exams are difficult right now, I will not be here. Because the simple reason, right after A-levels, I did not have the minimum criteria to sit for chartered exams. So my father's dream was to make me a chartered accountant. Right? So at that time, I don't know whether you remember, there was a minimum requirement, you need to have 2 C's and 1 S's. Well, for A-levels, I only had one book for all 3 subjects, accounting, business studies, and economics, for all 2 years. That is because I used to play cricket for college and I used to do athletics. So I spent most of my time dealing with people, having a better time rather than sitting inside the classroom. Right? So with that, I couldn't sit for my CA exams and I had to come back from a different path. So I did an alternate professional study, got myself exempted and came back. Well, coming back was not so easy. I'm a little bit of a stubborn person. I thought, okay, you never let me do my exams at CA, so I will never do CA again. Right? So, but my superiors in office, I must tell Mr. Manil Jayasinghe, Madam Manojji, who's my senior partners in office, they ensured that the secretaries are being followed up, that I applied for exams, I sit for exams. So basically they harassed me until such time that I go and sit for the exam and complete chartered. And that's what I'm saying, if you think you cannot do it, look at me, remember me that I came and spoke to you. If I did it, definitely where you'll be able to do it. But the only difference I did, you need to change your lifestyle. You need to start liking what you do. You need to spend more time. You need to engage. Make it part of your routine. That's important. And also, the second example is what I'm not shy to say. First time I was rejected from EY with the first interview. Right? The first interview when I walked in, I had 2 directors. So first director interviewed, I came from an unaccounting background. I failed all the questions that they asked. Fortunately, the both directors didn't sit on the same interview. So I had to come the next day to meet the other director. So IS 39 at that time was one of the hit standards, meaning very popular. So the second director, who was my later 2 bosses, asked the same question the first director asked. And the first director ensured she gave me the answer also because I went wrong in terms of the thought process. So that's the opportunity that I got at EY, learning within very short period of time and entered got the opportunity, but I never wasted that opportunity. I used every bit of it. And some people think that you're lucky. I don't believe in luck. It's hard work. If you think Usain Bolt is lucky, it's not. You only see that he runs in 9 seconds or less than, little over 9 seconds. But the years of training that he put to achieve that, the years of pain that he went through, the rigor that he went through, you don't see. So when people come out, when people you see speaking, you might tend to think the success stories is a part that you're being blessed or being lucky. No. Behind that every success story, there are a lot of hard hours, efforts that people have put into. Even including mine. So all of these difficult jobs that I did, what I just shared with you, never came because I sat at one place. It's a hard work that you have to put in to achieve it. Sometimes when we work, we used to work for 48 hours at a stretch. It's not easy. But once you have the output, when you go and present the output, people think that you're very capable. No, that capability is developed over a rigorous process of trying and testing and dedicated hard work being put into effect. So my bottom line to you today is, very clearly each one of you have different set of skills. You're being acquired based on your capabilities, perceived based on your jobs that you perform. You will start generating different set of skills. If you target passionately, hard enough to achieve your career objective, probably nobody can stop you. One final remark is, you're in your late teenagers and early 20s. You will not get that age again. So this is the best time for you to do your studies, do your job. Also, please don't forget to enjoy life, because our life is short. You will never get to relive again these lives back again, the moments that you have passed by. So whilst you enjoy your studies, whilst you enjoy being with friends, while you enjoy doing all of this work at office, always ensure you need to enjoy life, live empathetically, have faith, and I wish to see you, like our President's admission, as chartered accountants in the next 2 to 3 years. So I must congratulate once again all of you, not intending to take any more time. Once again, for parents and the prize winners, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you as chartered accountants in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rajit Pereira, for your insightful and thought-provoking address. I kindly request you to remain on stage. Let me invite Mr. Tushara Karyavasam, Examinations Committee member, and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer at CA Sri Lanka, to join on stage to award the Business Level 1 and 2 Merit and Best Achiever Prize Awards. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. First, in order of merit, Business Level 1, September 2023, M.A. Samudaya. September 2023, Mr. K.G.H. Dizilva, sponsored by H.H. Katriarachi. September 2023, sponsored by Sachitananda Fund, N.R.N.A. Gunavardhana.
September 2023, KWWMYS Vakadapala. First in order of merit, Business Level 2, December 2023, GHNH Jalap. Second in order of merit, Business Level 2, December 2023, sponsored by Brito Muthunayagam, WRS Kumari. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, January 2024, SDD Surya Peruma. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, March 2024, DP Manahara. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, March 2024, WPST Veerasingha. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, January to March 2024, SDD Surya Peruma. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, January to March 2024, DP Manahara. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, January to March 2024, WPST Veerasingha. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, April to June 2024, PRAD Bandara. Best Achiever, Business Level 1, July to September 2024, HP Satsarani. Best Achiever, Business Level 2, March 2024, HH Katriarachi. Best Achiever, Business Level 2, January to March 2024, HH Katriarachi. Best Achiever, Business Level 2, April to June 2024, AKMNM Wasim.
Thank you to all the dignitaries
చుట్టుమలే చుట్టేసంది తుంతరి చూపు ఉరకే ఉందర కసేపు అస్తమనం నిలోకమే నామై మరుపు చిత్తనితి నువ్వే నన్నపు రాని దరుకులాసా నీ కళ్ళనకి చేసా నీ కోసం వయసు వాకిలి కాసా నా అసలు పొగేసా నీ గొంతుకు
That wonderful performance was brought to you by Sanuji Amma Netmi Ranasinghe from SAP campus of CA Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her another round of applause for her amazing performance. We are now moving to recognize the Business Communication 1 and 2 prize winners. To award the certificates to the prize winners, I would like to invite Mr. Laknath Vijayavikrama, Member of Council, Mr. Kapila Ranasinghe, Examination Committee Member of CA Sri Lanka, and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer of CA Sri Lanka, to do the honors. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Subject prize, CS1 Business Communication 1, December 2023, MPF Sumaya. Subject prize, CS1 Business Communication 1, April 2024, V. Padma Peruma. Subject prize, CS1 Business Communication 1, September 2024, J. Kanapati. Subject prize, CS2 Business Communication 2, September 2023, WHS Fernando. Subject prize, CS2 Business Communication 2, February 2024, B. Madhu Darshana. Subject prize, CS2 Business Communication 2, F.A.N. Suraj. Subject prize, CS2 Business Communication 2, June 2024, KBC Mantusi. Subject prize, CS2 Business Communication 2, September 2024, ANF Afsha. Thank you very much, Mr. Laknath Vijayavikrama and Mr. Kapila Ranasinghe. You may please take your seats. I kindly request Ms. Lakmali Priyangika to remain on stage. And now I would like to cordially invite Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, the President of CA Sri Lanka and SAFA, and Mr. Tilina Ranavira, Associate Director representing BDO Partners, Prize Fund, and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the Chief Executive Officer of CA Sri Lanka, to award the corporate and strategic level prize awards to the prize winners. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Subject prize, CL2 Financial Reporting and Governance, December 2023, sponsored by BDO Partners, MJU Vijita Sena. Subject prize, CL2 Financial Reporting and Governance, June 2024, BDO Partners, sponsored by BDO Partners, MT Tevasanayagam. Thank you very much, Mr. Thilina Ranavira. You may please take your seat. I kindly request Mr. Heshana Kuruppu and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika to remain on stage. And now I cordially invite Mr. Tishan Subasingha, the Vice President of CA Sri Lanka, to join the stage to award the certificates and awards to the prize winners. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Subject prize, CL3 Advanced Management Accounting, December 2023, sponsored by Mr. Tishan Subasingha, LLP and Lianarache. Subject prize, CL3 Advanced Management Accounting, June 2024, sponsored by Mr. Tishan Sudasingha, K. Sanjay. Subject prize, CL4 Corporate Law, December 2023, sponsored by Mr. M.A. Abenayaka, DAR Vimukti. Subject prize, CL4 Corporate Law, December 2023, sponsored by Mr. M.A. Abenayaka, N.D. Pirsena. Subject prize, CL4 Corporate Law, June 2024, sponsored by Mr. M.A. Abenayaka, HDSS Sugatasiri. Thank you, Mr. Tishan Subasingha. You may please take your seat. I kindly request Mr. Heshana Kuruppu and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika to remain on stage. And now let me invite Mr. R. Siri Gunasekara, representing Ernst & Young Prize Fund, to award the certificates to the prize winners. Prize winners, please come on stage to collect your certificates and awards as your names are called. Subject prize SL2 Corporate Finance and Risk Management, June 2024, sponsored by Dr. Leslie Cabral Memorial Prize, presented by Mr. N.A.L. Cabral, TMAF Jeffrey. Subject prize SL3 Corporate Taxation, June 2024, sponsored by Ernst & Young, MKM Nandasiri. Thank you to all the dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to invite Kavishka Nandasiri, the strategic level prize winner, to speak a few words in front of you.
Honorable Chief Guest, President, Vice President and Council members, CA Prize winners, dear parents and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm truly honored to stand before you as a CA Prize winner at the CA Sri Lanka annual prize giving ceremony. This recognition just not represent my personal achievement, but the culmination of years of hard work, commitment, and most importantly, the support of those around with me. First of all, I would like to take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to my parents, who always believed in me and stood by me. Your love, encouragement, and the sacrifices are my guiding forces. Without your support, this achievement may not have been possible. At this moment, I am deeply grateful to CA Sri Lanka for all the opportunities provided in guiding me extensively, both academically and professionally. To my learning partners, training partners, lecturers, and mentors, I am deeply grateful for everything that you have taught me. You have not only shared your knowledge, but you have also mentored me to be better and think bigger. Your guidance have played a pivotal role in shaping me to the professional here today I am. And thank you very much for your splendid support given. So I would also like to take this moment to recognize my dear CA Prize winners. You have demonstrated an incredible talent, commitment, and resilience. We all share a common journey, one of discipline, dedication, and unwavering focus on our goals. So today is a testament to your hard work, and I'm really proud to be stand alongside with you. The journey of becoming a chartered accountant is not just an easy one, but it's a rewarding and fulfilling path. It is a journey that requires not just the academic excellence, but also the integrity, leadership, and the courage to adapt to the ever-changing business landscape. To the students here today, I would also like to remind you that our journey is not always be smooth, but with the determination and the correct supporting system, every challenge can become an opportunity. So stay committed and believe in yourselves. The path to success may not always be straight, but every step that you take is a step closer to you. So, my dear friends, I would also like to talk a story about my journey. In 2021, as soon as I completed my A-levels, I started doing CA. At the same time, I started working as an associate at Financial Accounting and Advisory Division at Ernst & Young, where I gained my knowledge and experience as an accounting professional. So during that period, my A-level results were released. and I got selected for the university. But at that time, I had to take the most difficult and life-changing decision in my life. A lot of students' dream is to enter the university, but I took a different path. I decided, okay, I'm not going to university. I will focus on CA, and I will become a chartered accountant at a very young age. So that was my target. Of course, that was a risky decision, but I took that risk. Believe me, that was the turning point in my life. I just want to prove all the people that my decision was not wrong. So I remember at that time I had to do the corporate level exam in CA, and I decided, okay, I'm going to do all the corporate level subject at first attempt. So I sat for the exam, and I passed all the subjects at first attempt, along with 2 subject prizes finally. So I just want to tell you from my story that in our life, we may take a lot of decisions. Some of them may go right, some of them may not. But if we repent over a decision that may have gone wrong, it is not something wrong with that decision, but I believe it is something wrong with us. Because we have to be committed and work hard for the success of the decision that we have taken. In our life, we may fail, but it doesn't matter. But the most important thing is not to give up. Because this is your life, and this is your story. You have to build your story by your own. As a CA student, I always have a target in my mind, and I always have a dream to become a chartered accountant at a very young age. So as of now, I'm just a 22 years old boy, and I am very close to achieve my dream and my target. Most probably within next year, I can achieve my target. So have big dreams in your life and work hard for achieve those dreams. Finally, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for CA Sri Lanka to organize this wonderful event and for their commitment to develop the next generation of chartered accountants. Once again, my sincere thanks to everyone who have supported me along this way. This recognition just not mine. This reflects your support, mentorship, and the encouragement that I have received all from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaveshka. It was indeed an insightful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, we would like to take a moment to express our gratitude to our keynote speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira, for his presence here today. To present the token of appreciation to our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira, partner at Ernst & Young, we would like to invite the following dignitaries to join the stage. Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, President of CA Sri Lanka, Ms. Anoji De Silva, Chairperson of the Examinations Committee, and Ms. Lakmali Priyangika, the CEO of CA Sri Lanka. Let's warmly welcome them as they proceed to honor our distinguished guest. I would also like to invite Mr. Tishan Subasinghe, the Vice President of CA Sri Lanka. you to all the dignitaries. And now, as we are reaching the close of today's session, let me invite the alternate chairman of the examinations committee, Mr. Chamara Aberatna, to deliver the vote of thanks.
President of CS Sri Lanka and Chief Guest of this event, Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, Vice President, Mr. Tisan Subasinghe, Keynote Speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira, Partner at EY, and Examination Committee Alternate Chairperson, Anoji De Silva, members of the Council, members of the Examination Committee, Training and Learning Partners, CEO of CS Sri Lanka, Lakmali Priyangika, and Suresh Ranasinghe, Director Examination, and Lalit Mendes, Consultant. Recipient of awards today, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. Let me first congratulate all the prize winners for your achievement. This achievement that will take you to greater height in your profession, and these are some achievements that will definitely help you to achieve your career dreams as well. So as we conclude this annual prize giving awards, prize winners award for the year 2024, let me deliver my vote of thanks on behalf of CS Sri Lanka. At the very outset, I'd like to extend my gratitude to Chief Guest, Mr. Heshana Kuruppu, President of CS Sri Lanka, for gracing this occasion and also sharing his knowledge and also future prospect of our profession. A special note of thanks also goes out to keynote speaker, Mr. Rajit Pereira, partner at EY. Thank you for the insightful keynote speech, Rajit. I'm certain you have inspired our young achievers with your keynote speech to set their sights even higher to their professional journey in the future. Thank you for selecting the right profession, even though you don't have cockpit, but I'm sure you are the pilot in the financial reporting in this country. I'm sure you will have the cockpit in the future as well. So thank you. And the journey of success of prize winners today is not by themselves alone. Therefore, let me also not forget the vital role played by your parents, families, and the training partners, and the learning partners, who undoubtedly have been a cornerstone of their accomplishment today. I would also like to thank our learning partners who have guided and mentored the thousands of CS students over many decades. We highly appreciate your commitment to excellence in education. Your unwavering commitment and passion for nurturing young minds have played an integral part in guiding our students toward their extraordinary accomplishments. Your effort do not go unnoticed, and also we are truly thankful for your continuous support for our institute. On behalf of CS Sri Lanka, I would also like to extend my deepest appreciation to our generous donors who have made these awards possible. Each one of your contributions undoubtedly goes beyond monetary value, as they symbolize a commitment to fostering excellence in accounting and empowering the next generation of accounting professionals. To the leadership of CS Sri Lanka, President Heshana Kuruppu, Vice President Tisan Subasinghe, and the members of the Council, and also Chairperson of Examination Committee, Anoji De Silva, and CEO Lakmal Priyanka, thank you for your continuous support and guidance in activities of CS Sri Lanka and organizing this event as well. I would also like to acknowledge our sub-campus students for their vibrant performance this evening and also making today's event more memorable and showing extracurricular activity that they can perform. My heartfelt appreciation goes out to all the staff of the Examination Committee and the staff of CS Sri Lanka and members of Examinations Division as well for planning and hard work behind the scenes to ensure the success of today's event. to our prize winners, this is not only the moment of celebration of your hard work, but also the beginning of a great journey. We are immensely proud of your achievements. Your hard work, determination, and passion have brought you to this moment of glory. We expect you to carry forward the values of CS Sri Lanka and continue to excel in your pursuit of becoming a globally recognized chartered accountants in the future. I wish you great success in your career and also to see you either as prize winners or as members of CS Sri Lanka in the near future. As we conclude, let us take a moment to reflect the core purpose of today's gathering, to celebrate the aspirations and recognize the excellence of our students. Once again, thank you for everyone, for those who have contributed in making this prize giving ceremony a memorable and a successful event. Thank you for all of you, your presence here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chamarabe Ratna. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we draw the proceedings of this event to a close. I would like to take a moment to extend our heartfelt thanks to all of you for being here today. We wish you a pleasant day ahead. Thank you. And I kindly request you to enjoy the refreshments served at the lobby area.